guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another book review. I'm doing it on Wicked Old Night, which is the third of the Night Rebel novel, and it's almost the very end of the Night Huntress Vampire whole series that I've been reading and reviewing for you guys. There's only a novella after this, and then there's 2 more books after that, but those books aren't anything new. They're the first 2 books that I already read, reviewed, and posted on, but they're from Bones' perspective instead of Kat's perspective. I am going to read them. I will do a quick review of them, like, together, but because it's not a new story, I'm not going to, like, worry about doing a really long review or its own review or anything like that. So this is like the last novel of the vampire series I've been reading. That's a new story besides the novella, which is a smaller short story, which I will read and I will post the review, and the other 2 when I can. I'm going to buy them through my app on the phone and read them, and then I'll review them when I can. All right, so now this book. It's so good, guys. So I'm going to start with reading just from the back so I don't tell too much information, because that's my new thing. Not to tell the whole story and give like all these details, okay? All right, a gift from the gods. Veritas and Ian have finally defeated their worst enemy, but the power it took to pierce through to the netherworld has unexpected consequences. Soon, Veritas is forced to rely on the last person she trusts, a golden deity named Fanes, who seeks far more than a temporary alliance with the beautiful vampire can unleash hell. But an escape from the netherworld soon pits Veritas and Ian against supernatural beings seeking to rule over mortals once again. Now they must rally friends and foes alike if the Vampire Council doesn't execute Veritas first. Plus, a wedge between Veritas and Ian threatens to destroy their love. Can they stand together against the unearthly powers about to be unleashed, or does their love and humanity not stand a chance? So, a lot happened in this book. A lot. It was so good. Like, there was a lot of action. There was a lot of romance. There were like sweet kind of romance. There was a lot more smut in this book than some of the other ones. It was really good. There was a lot of unexpected things. There was, again, moments I'm like, how are they going to get through this? Whereas the last one, I was like, there's not another one except for the novella. That one's about Bones and Cat. Are they going to make it through? Like, I was dying. Okay, but it's really good. So good. So, Fanes, you find out in the other book that his connection to Veritas, which I'm not going to say much, and he's helping them, but helping himself. And she finds out while she's there, she's thinking she's going to be there like a day, maybe, and she finds out that time is different in the world he took her than their world, like Earth. And finds out it wasn't even a whole day she was there, only a few hours, and that was like 3 weeks in their time. And she couldn't believe that. And so by the time they get back, they had been gone for like 6 months. And Ian at first wasn't with her, but then he shows up. Anyway, there's a lot of betrayal. There's a sweet there's a sweet scene between Veritas and her father, the warden. You find out way more information of things that she's had questions about for a long time that I've had questions about. You find out more about her nature, why she doesn't always act even like he does, like why she's extra protective, even more so than him, than other vampires. You find out kind of that reason. You find out lots of things in this book. And they have to fight basically 3 gods that are wreaking havoc. And she's got to they have to like rally his family, which is like everyone in all the books that you've read, to help them. They also have to try to rally the council, the vampire council, to let them know what's going on and to get their help to defeat them. And that's a whole thing, as well as trying to rally up the ghouls and ghosts and stuff, try to get every species to help, besides humans. And yeah, it's a whole thing. And it ends the way you wouldn't think. But I think it ends very, very well. And it ended with tons of action happening all around them. And then the way she kind of left me hanging, I wasn't happy about that. But because she just concluded it so fast that once the action ended, she just concluded it a little too quickly, in my opinion, for the end of like series, as far as like the end of like any new stories besides the novella after this. But those are really short, so, but like to end their story, like it was just a little too abrupt for my liking. It was sweet and cute, but it was basically like rushed, like, okay, I'm done writing, so this is the end. That was the one thing I didn't like, but the rest of the book was amazing. It's 351 pages, so the last book was longer. It was 372. So there's a bit more detail in that one, but it was still so good. I highly recommend this book, as well as all these books, this series. I'm sad that it's coming to an end, that after I read the novella, I have no new stories. The last 2, I already know what's going to happen. I already know the whole stories. I'm just getting it from Bones' thoughts and feelings perspective instead of Kat's, which I think is still very nice and helpful. But those kind of books don't intrigue me as much. I'm just going to read it just for the heck of it, just to say I've read the entire series. And who knows, I might learn some things new about Bones, and maybe even Cat and stuff, so that's why I'm going to read it. But otherwise, I'm not really into that kind of stuff. Like, even when Stephanie Meyers wrote basically Twilight from Edward's perspective instead of Bella's, like the first book, like, it didn't interest me to read it. My husband bought it. I started reading it because he bought it for me. Wasn't really interested. Am I going to read it? Maybe. Probably not. I'll probably just own it. Anyway, I much prefer reading original stories and not like from the same story, just from another character's perspective. I prefer, if the authors want you to have those other perspectives, they should jump back and forth from character to character, their perspectives, and give you the important sides of their each perspective. So otherwise, I don't think it's important enough to write a whole new book. It's just another excuse to write a book and sell more books and turn more money, which is fine. I mean, that's their living, that's their job. But it's just, I'm not interested if there's like nothing new that happens, you know? Like, I'd even prefer, like, write the first book from one character's perspective, write the second book from the next one, but it's all new stories, all new things happening, just switching the perspectives back and forth so you get to know both of them equally. Like, I'd even prefer that. Whatever. If I ever write a book, I have my own thoughts and ideas on that, right? Okay. Sorry, I go on tangents a lot on my own thoughts. It's my ADHD. Okay, so just ignore me. Speed ahead if you don't want to hear it. Anyway, like I said, I'd recommend this. I'm sad it ended. It tugged at my heartstrings a lot. It tugged at my concern for them. Are they going to make it? Are they going to survive? Is everything going to be okay? Like, it really gets you. You learn a lot of new things that you have questions to. You finally get answers, and it's just really good. It's a highly entertaining book. It's a very easy read. It's a quick read. That's why I like these books. Quick reads, easy reads, highly entertaining. Like, there's tons of information in them, tons of action, tons of romance, plenty of smut scenes per book. Like, they're really good. Like to even give it to you, like one novella, it wasn't even a novella, it was like a short story. It was 7 chapters and of Bones and Cat, but there was still a smut scene within the 7 chapters. So just to give you that idea, like there's usually 2 to 3, some books have even 4 smut scenes, and for not being very big books, I think that's quite a bit, and they're good quality. They're good quality scenes. They're classy in my opinion, without being too gross, but detailed. Like, they're really nice. Like, the action is really well written. The romance is well written. All the information of the world and the vampires is very, and the demons and the ghosts, like, and the ghouls, like, everything is very well written in all these books, that you get so much information of this whole world that Jeaniene Frost has created, and I appreciate that. So she's a very good writer. All these books are very well written. The characters are very well written. So I highly recommend this whole series. Please read them, especially if you love vampires. Very much so. That's pretty much the end of my review on this book. I am going to say, just a quick sneak peek, I am going to do book reviews on some books I read on my phone, and some changes have been made with the author, and I'll explain that in another video. But they're paranormal romance, but they're werewolf ones. So Vampires Night Thing, werewolf ones are coming. And they're really good. They're cultivated to the alpha, and they're by Jessica Hall, and they're really good. Like, I don't have the actual physical book, so that's why I'm showing you, like, in my book log. So there's 6 of them, and then she's currently writing the spin-off series, the book 1 of it. So it's book 1 of the spin-off series, but it's like the continuation, basically. So I don't know why she calls it that. I would just call it book 7. But they're really good, and they're amazing. Like, if you're looking for good, dark, paranormal romance, werewolf, with plenty of good smut scenes and stuff, look for Jessica Hall. She's many series and books. She's on iReader now. She was on Good Novel, but now she's on iReader. So look for them. And I've only read Fated to the Alpha book series, and now I'm reading the book 1 of the spin-off series, but it's a continuation of that whole series, and it's called Taming the Alpha's Daughter, and it's good. I got to chapter 19, and she's written more chapters. That's how many I got to read free, and then she did this whole change and everything, because it wasn't free. Like, I had earned coins and everything on Good Novel, and then I would read the chapters, and I would just earn the coins by, you know, doing activities and everyday logging in and stuff, and earning my daily coins, and then I would read the chapters. And then they also had, like, this awesome reward system, Good Novel, that you could read, like, 2 to 3 chapters a day. And so I got to really slowly read and enjoy all her books, but I only got to chapter 19, the other one, and iReader doesn't have that same program, so I'm going to buy it, pay for it, which I'm totally fine to do. I just have to do it when I can, you know? So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Know that paranormal romance reviews on werewolf books are coming. And also coming is the review on this book. I only have 3/4 of the book left. This is how much I have left. So that's coming. And I just found out, I said this in my last video, that the 3rd book comes out 2024 January. I think that's when the 4th book comes out, because I just found out the 3rd one came out May 1st. So as soon as I finish that, I'm gonna go to Target and buy that and read it, and I will do that review for you guys on the 3rd Sarah J. Maas book. So I'm like really motivated to finish this book. I just haven't, because I was finishing these books up because I'm borrowing them from my sister-in-law, because this is her favorite vampire series. She told me about it. I wanted to read them. She's been letting me borrow them and read them, and so I was trying to get them read to get them returned back to her so they're in good condition, nothing bad happens to them, because I have kids, I have pets, I don't want anything bad to happen, and just so I'm not holding on to them forever, because I know when I loan a book or a movie, I don't like them being on forever, you know what I mean? So I was trying to read like 3 books quickly that are like 350, between like 340 to 370 pages. That's the sizes of these books, typically, while still trying to read this book at the same time. So that's why I haven't gone through this one quite as quickly as the other one, because the other one I was just reading in the first one. But yeah, so I'm gonna quickly finish reading that to review and get the other one and start reading. And I might even try to do clips of me reading and like just other things for everybody to see. So anyway, all that's upcoming. If you don't want to watch this part of the video, just skip on out. But I just want to let you guys know some things that are coming. I already said in my last video I'm going to do a junk journal video on me making a princess junk journal. My Christmas one, I'm just, like I said, I'm going to finish it off screen. I did finish it. And I will do a flip through near Christmas time to show everybody my finished product of that. So that will be coming, but not for a while, because I got so behind with life. And so I'm going to do another junk journal, making a junk journal video, but it's going to be on one that I'm going to actually be selling. It's a princess one, a Disney princess, because I'm obsessed with Disney and Disney princesses and all that. That's coming too. So there's a lot of good things coming. I hope everyone's excited and you keep watching. So subscribe, ring the bell, and click the like button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.